is Peyten Lyons. At Palmyra, as a swimmer, her career consisted of 4-time Patriot News Big 15, 4-time All-State. She set or broke 19 school records. In 2022, she was inducted into the Palmyra High School Athletic Hall of Fame. At her Sinus college career, she was a 4-time All-Centennial Conference selection, 4-time NCSS National Qualifier. She is the most decorated female swimmer in the history of the Centennial Conference. She received 24 gold medals out of a possible 28 events. She has 9 individual gold and 15 relay gold medals. At the time of graduation in 2017, she held 8 Ursinus team records and 8 pool records. She is a 7-time Division III All-American. She was named the Henry L. Wilder Award winner for this chapter of Sports Hall of Fame in 2017 as the most outstanding female collegiate athlete. Please welcome Peyten Lyons.
Well, I certainly won't be as funny as the last speech, so I apologize. But I'd like to just start off by thanking the Central Chapter for this incredible honor, and to congratulate the other Hall of Fame inductees, the Community Service Award recipient, and the male and female pop culture award winners. I would also like to give a big thank you to Douglas Bohannon, or as I like to call him, Uncle Doug, for nominating me for this amazing award. Believe it or not, this all kind of happened by accident. My grandparents' neighbor needed someone to share a swimming lesson with at the Lebanon Y, and that's kind of how it all began. At the age of 4 or 5, I started lessons with a woman named Reggie Groff. My dad would pack me and my brother up, take me to lessons once or twice a week. Truth be told, my favorite part of those lessons was probably the snack my dad let me get from the vending machine in the lobby when I was I was very food motivated at that age. A few months later, Reggie suggested I try out for the swim team. The following season, my mom took me to the Palmyra High School where I tried out for the Palmyra Quad Club. I was actually too young to compete, but since I could swim all 4 strokes, the coach told my mom to just fudge my age a little on the parent form. From that moment on, I was hooked. At a young age, I discovered a true love and passion for swimming. It taught me the value of hard work, competition, goal setting, humility, teamwork, and how to celebrate the wins while learning from the losses. Lessons I tried to carry with me throughout my career. Looking back now, it's a little bittersweet to reflect, because the truth is I miss it every day. And I think that speaks to the love and the respect that I have for this sport. Swimming gave me so much. It introduced me to my best friends, gave my family memories and inside jokes that will last a lifetime. And most importantly, it helped shape me into the person I am today. For that, I'll always be grateful. The passion and the love for this sport drove me to want to compete at the collegiate level. But in order to do that, you need to go on college visits. One of my visits was at another Centennial Conference school, Franklin and Marshall. I sat down in the coach's office, excited and eager to learn about the school and their program. I was met with a conversation explaining that I really wasn't fast enough to make their conference championship team and would have a hard time competing at the level their conference was at. At the time, that was hard to hear, but looking back, I actually am grateful for that moment. Because what I didn't realize then was that sometimes the greatest motivation comes from the moments when someone doubts you. Not out of anger or spite, but because those moments force you to decide who you are and what you're willing to work for. I spent the next 4 years at Ursinus College, where I went on to become one of the most decorated female athletes to go through the Centennial Conference. To the young athletes here in this room, I hope you remember this part more than anything else tonight. The moments when someone doubts you or when things feel discouraging or unfair, those are not endings. Those are opportunities to grow, to learn, and to prove to yourself how capable you are. The journey isn't always easy, but it's those challenges that shape you into the athlete and the person you're meant to become. None of what I accomplished in the water was ever done alone. My coaches, teammates, and family were there through it all. My high school coaches, Coach Papson, Coach Joe, Coach Chris, you taught me how to train with purpose, and you did it while still keeping the fun and the laughter in the sport. My college coaches, Coach Feinberg and Coach Ryan, thank you for believing in my potential and giving me the opportunity to swim at Ursinus. You all believed in me and challenged me in and out of the water. I will always be grateful for the time, energy, belief that you poured into me. To my teammates over the years, I thank you for showing me what the true meaning of friendship is. We laughed together, struggled together, celebrated together. You weren't just the people I raced next to, you became some of my closest friends and some of the most important people in my life. I'm forever grateful for all those memories. Save the best for last, my family. Family is why I accomplished what I did in the water, and family is why I'm up here today. To my grandparents both sitting here tonight and watching from above, thank you. There was never a meet too far or a bleacher too uncomfortable. I could always count on a thumbs up and a smile right before my race, and that meant more to me than you'll ever know. Your ability to juggle 4 grandkids, sporting schedules, and make the time for each of us will never go unnoticed. Uncle Doug and Steph, cousins Brett and Braden, thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedules to show up and support with the camera in hand and to make sure we have every memory captured. To my boyfriend Devin, you've been there through it all. You've helped me celebrate the best wins and helped me laugh through the worst ones. Thank you for the unending support and love on the days when life gets a little heavier and challenging. You're the person I can always count on, and I'm so grateful to have you by my side. Hi. Get this over. All right, here we go. To my mom, dad, and brother, once swimming entered our lives, it became a full family affair. Earlier, I was thanking my coaches, but there was one extra special coach I still needed to acknowledge, my mom. I had the privilege of swimming for her for more than half my career at the club and high school level. With that came unique expectations, accountability, laughs, and of course a few arguments along the way, but nothing my dad couldn't mediate. But through it all, she was always mom first and coach second, and that balance is what made it work, and that was the key to our success. And once my mom jumped in as coach, my dad and brother soon followed suit. My dad worked his way up the swimming parent ladder, where he went from a timer to the computer person to running the swim meets and to eventually becoming club president. He took ownership of keeping the program running smoothly, the invisible work that nobody ever really sees but relies on. He was the steady force behind the scenes that helps my mom with anything she needed to build her program to what it is today. My brother became one of the fastest kids to ever go through Palmyra High School and went on to follow in my footsteps at our science college, where he became one of the fastest men to swim in that program at conference. Swimming wasn't just something I did, it became something we as a family did together. Stephen, I'm so proud to be your sister. Everything that you accomplished and getting to watch you grow into the confident leader that you are has been one of the things I've cherished the most. You truly are my best friend, and I strive every day to be somebody you're proud to call sister. Mom and Dad, think you will never be enough, Mom and Dad, think you will never feel big enough. You both believed in me on days I didn't believe in myself, and were the heart of my cheering section. Mom, thank you for everything you did for me as a coach, but more importantly, for everything you did as a mom. You taught me humility, what it means to show up for others with compassion, and to give myself grace when I needed it most. Watching your impact on the community and the way you care for people who need a little extra support some days made a lasting impact on me. Those are the lessons that shaped who I am, far more than any race result ever could. And I'm honored to call you Mom. Dad, you helped to shape my career more than you probably even realize. Because of you, I never had to worry about anything other than showing up, doing work, and chasing the goals in front of me. Thank you for teaching me to never give up on myself, to embrace every challenge life throws at you, and to embrace every challenge life throws at you. You helped me to trust the work and to stay confident in the athlete I was becoming. It's a privilege to be your daughter, and I hope I've made you and Mom proud. You both have made every goal feel possible, and because of that, these achievements, this career, and everything this sport gave me will always belong to our family. I am who I am because of all of you, not just in swimming, but in the person I've continued to become long after the goggles were hung up and the races were over. So thank you.